This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. The 2016 Disability Awareness Awards were presented Wednesday, October 26th at Webb's Captain's Table in Mayville. Today, you'll hear a summary of those award presentations and something very special at the end. Some of the remarks have been edited because of the limitations of time. The MC for the Disability Awareness Awards is a voice familiar to regular listeners of Share the Vision.
Hi, everybody. My name is Steve Watterson. I'm the Community Relations Director at the Resource Center. And on behalf of everyone at the Resource Center and TRC Foundation, I want to welcome you to our 28th Annual Disability Awareness Celebration. We'd like to thank the management and staff here at Webb's for providing a great venue for our event. We've got a nice full room, and I'm glad that everybody was able to come out here tonight. Before we get on with the awards, I would like to ask our Executive Director of the Resource Center, Denise Jones, to come up and say a few words.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, I'm so short, I can barely see over this thing. I better move. Oh, my. So, on behalf of the Resource Center and TRC Foundation, I'm delighted to welcome you to our 28th Annual Disability Awareness Awards celebration. In thinking about what message to convey this evening, I came across a quote by William Arthur Ward. Now, does anyone know William Arthur Ward? Ever heard of him? Me neither, so I had to look him up. And I found out he is one of America's most quoted writers of inspirational sayings. Ward does offer us a profound challenge in these words, and I'm quoting, "Do more than belong, participate. Do more than care, help. Do more than believe, practice. Do more than be fair, be kind. Do more than forgive, forget. Do more than dream, work." Tonight, we honor a number of individuals who exemplify the essence of Ward's challenge. We recognize and thank our community partners who have provided opportunities for individuals to be involved. We recognize our donors who not only care about what we do, but provide financial resources to assist in making it happen. In addition to our legacy donors, we will be recognizing the legacy and service of the Felice family. Mike Felice has been a cornerstone of our organization for literally decades. And at this point, I would ask that we would observe a moment of silence as we remember Mike and his family and provide thanks for the blessing that they've been to us. Tonight, we will celebrate Mike's contributions and the commitment, dedication, and contribution of time, talent, and resources, which are all essential in supporting individuals as they work to achieve their dreams. Tonight's celebration will provide insight into the fantastic potential that individuals with differing abilities have to offer us as individuals and have to offer our community. So welcome again to what we trust will be another inspiring evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. Our first award of the evening is for community support. This award goes to an individual, a service group, or a business that provides unique opportunities and experiences for people with disabilities. This year's award recipient was nominated by Wendy Matthews, a job developer who works at our Mary Andrews Center on East Chestnut Street in Dunkirk. The business we're honoring tonight has provided several unique experiences for people who participate in TRC's Community Pre-Vocational Program. The program participants are able to work in a welcoming environment to experience different aspects of working in the community. The participants have mopped, dusted, taken inventory of products, and greeted customers. They've also experienced those day-to-day challenges of getting to work, being on time, and communicating with their supervisor. With several people now experiencing what it's like to work in the community, thanks to this year's award recipient, we hope it will lead to more businesses opening their doors to accommodate people with disabilities in the workplace. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2016 Community Support Award recipient, Fastenal of Dunkirk, and here to accept the award is General Manager Kelly Sullivan.
I just want to jump in here for a moment and say that a number of the award recipients at this year's Disability Awareness Awards were interviewed as they received their awards by well-known local reporter Mark Gashgarian.
First of all, give us your reaction to winning tonight's award.
Awesome. It was really fun having some of these ladies and gentlemen coming to work in our store. It was fun to work with them.
And remind us a little bit about what you guys do.
We sell industrial supplies. We're like a hardware store.
Okay. And who did you bring along with you today?
This is Shane and Zach.
Okay. And who are they?
Shane is my outside sales support, and Zach is inside sales.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Congratulations.
Our next award goes to the Health Provider of the Year. It is given to someone who enhances the lives of people with disabilities by providing quality health services. This year's recipient was nominated by coworker Lisa Bongiorno, an applied behavior science specialist at the Resource Center. Our award recipient is a registered nurse at TRC and is responsible for the medical and mental health care of people living in 2 TRC homes. She worked as a direct support professional for 10 years before becoming a nurse 2 years ago. Her work ethic and integrity are consistently high and unquestionable, and she accepts responsibility and challenges without hesitation. She is reliable, knowledgeable, resourceful, and resilient, and is well respected by all. Her most notable quality is her unique passion for empowering people with disabilities. Consistent with TRC's mission, she demonstrates genuine respect and concern for people's rights and well-being. She sets the standard for quality care and empowerment. She also attends medical appointments and directly consults with medical professionals. This year's Health Provider of the Year is Willow Taft. Willow was not able to be with us tonight, but please give a round of applause in her honor. Our next award is for the Business or Employer of the Year. This category is reserved for a business that makes an important contribution toward improving the availability, accessibility, and quality of integrated, competitive, or supportive employment. This year's award recipient was nominated by Lynn Newman, Employment Services Administrator and Case Manager at TRC's Mary Andrews Center in Dunkirk. The local employer is part of Southern Tier Environments for Living. Our Employer of the Year is an assisted living facility for low-income adults who have mental health challenges. During the past year, this business employed 2 people from TRC's Supported Employment Program to work as part of their dietary team. Both were taught how to prepare food, portion meals and snacks for the home's residents, serve the meals, and clean up afterwards. The administration and staff of our Employer of the Year have been extremely accommodating, going above and beyond to help make the employment experience a successful one for the 2 employees. Ladies and gentlemen, please recognize your 2016 Employer of the Year, Southern Tier Meadows. Here to accept the award are Executive Director Thomas Whitney and Administrator Debbie Spinney.
All right. Hi, Thomas. Congratulations. We'll start with you. First of all, your overall reaction to winning tonight and why?
Oh, it's wonderful. Everybody at Stell has a very good working relationship with the Resource Center. We have held the Resource Center with high regard, and winning an award from the Resource Center just is a tremendous honor for us.
And Debbie, tell us why it's important that you do include and involve members of the Resource Center at the place of visit.
It's a win-win situation for our organization and for the people we have working for us, because they have a job coach. They come in, they work with them, they do a great job. The one employee I have working for us hasn't called in sick once this year. She gives me plenty of notice when she's not going to be there. She does a great job.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next award is for the Advocate of the Year. This award is given to someone who has made great personal accomplishments in the area of self-advocacy. This year's award recipient was nominated by 3 people: Stacy Rasmussen, who's the director of Compeer Chautauqua, Susan Reimer, a social worker from Fredonia, and New York State Senator Kathy Young. Our honoree has been taking advocacy classes for quite some time and looks to always be informed of what is happening on the state level and contacting those in power to make sure they're aware of important issues affecting people with disabilities. Her work as an advocate has given her a sense of purpose and increased her self-worth. She has spent a lot of time writing letters and making phone calls, and her efforts have paid off. She makes clear that she will continue to get the top people in the state to come to the Resource Center to see the good work that's being done and to learn about the challenges faced by TRC and the people we support. She's compassionate, caring, and loving, and she will always go the extra mile to help anyone in need. Please welcome our 2016 Advocate of the Year, Sharon Busick.
I have a speech that I have written I would like to share with you all. It says, good evening. First of all, I want to thank God. I would like to thank Senator Catherine Young and Compare Director Stacy Rasmussen for nominating me. Thanks to Steve Watterson.
There we go, yes.
For being a helpful and caring person. And Beth Ray, Make a Mark Group, we know that people with disabilities can achieve their goals and dreams. Beth Ray is always telling me to keep plugging and never give up. She is my mentor. Sophia Roberts and San Hughes, we know to speak up. And if you can't, I would be glad to advocate for you. Thank you.
Congratulations. We will move on to our next award. This is the Edwin R. Roth Mental Health Award. It's named after Ed Roth for his dedication to supporting people in Western New York living with mental health challenges. This award goes to a service recipient, an advocate, an agency, or a professional who has contributed toward the effort to improve the lives of people battling mental illness, substance abuse, or co-occurring disorders. This year's award recipient was nominated by a co-worker at TRC's Gateways program in Dunkirk, Nancy Ann Battaglia Danielson. Tonight's honoree was nominated for the compassion, commitment, and enthusiasm with which she has supported people with mental health challenges during her 17-year career at the Resource Center. She's used her creativity and motivational skills to build the self-esteem of others. She's taught people to cook and to maintain a kitchen. She's taken people to Albany to advocate for the rights of those with mental illness to receive fair treatment and equality in medical services. As a mental health clinician at the Gateways program, she puts in a lot of time and effort to make her therapy groups informative and meaningful, doing everything from making slime for stress management to creating decorative journals. She's trained people to run the snack bar and has made herself more accessible by moving her office near to where the program participants socialize. She's always willing to help and can be seen volunteering at various community events. She's helped her church reach out to individuals who struggle with addictions, as well as their loved ones. She's also taken part in Laurel Run and the Out of the Darkness Walk for suicide prevention. Ladies and gentlemen, please help congratulate the recipient of this year's Edwin Roth Mental Health Award, Kiki Greeno.
Your overall reaction to winning tonight's award and why?
It's a great honor to serve the individuals that I have, I'm working with to tap into their potential and grow as a person and live a quality life they want to.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, our next award is the Elmer Minch Volunteer of the Year. It is named after the late Elmer Minch, a longtime volunteer at the Resource Center. This year's recipient was nominated by Jessica Ricker, who is a supported living specialist at TRC. Tonight's awardee is dedicated to giving back to her community and always goes above and beyond to help. She volunteers weekly at a nursing home, where she also would visit a friend who sadly passed away a few months back. She also volunteers at the Salvation Army, picking up hangers and ringing the bell at holiday time. In addition, she's volunteered for the Blue Star Mothers at Easter and Christmas, buying items for soldiers who cannot come home for the holidays. Keeping with the holiday spirit, she also assists the Resource Center's Toys for Tots drive. Our Volunteer of the Year also has a true love for animals, which she demonstrates by assisting the Humane Society and traveling to farms to feed horses and give them love and attention. Though she cannot see, she recognizes people's voices when they stop to say hello to her out in the community. Please help welcome our 2016 Volunteer of the Year, Sandra Clark.
Sandra, congratulations. What's your overall reaction to winning tonight? What does this mean to you and why?
What does it make you happy?
Everything, Doug. And I always gotta be happy with doing the hangers, doing the ringing the bell. I help do a lot of different things. And I'm happy. I'm happy, really happy. I want to be more.
Great. Well, congratulations. You do a great job. Thank you very much.
Okay, our 7th award is dedicated to personal success. It's given to a person with a disability who's made significant achievements within the past year. This year's award recipient was nominated by Bobby Morris, who's the manager of one of the Resource Center's homes. Our honoree tonight moved into the Resource Center's home on Faulkner Street about 2 years ago, and since then he's had a lot of changes in his life as he adapts to his new home and gets accustomed to doing things for himself. Here are some examples of the progress he's made. He's developed skills to cope with his behavior challenges. He's become more independent in all aspects of his life, as he can do laundry with little assistance, takes medications independently, and cooks pizza for himself and his peers. He has a new excitement about life and looks forward to doing new things. He even went on vacation, which was a challenge simply because he feels that every day he should be working and making money. But he had such a great time on vacation that he wants to do it again, and he already has plans to go to Disney in December. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the recipient of this year's Personal Success Award, Mr. Chris Reel.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Good.
Good. First of all, what kind of pizza do you cook for your friend?
Cheese and pepperoni.
Cheese and pepperoni, all right. And where did you go on vacation?
Buffalo.
Buffalo? Not a bad vacation. Okay. And then you're going to go to Disney? You want to go?
Yeah.
I'm going to
and
Disney
in
November.
Wait to get $1 million in my savings account.
We're all doing that. All right, sounds good. Are you excited to win this award tonight?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm happy. I'm happy I've won a reward, and can I have a trophy?
Yeah, you're going to get a trophy, all right. Yep. Anything else you like to? What is it like to live independently? How has it changed you?
Happy.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Chris.
Okay, our next award is the Bruce Walford Community Service Award. It's created in memory of a former manager of TRC's Dunkirk Work Center. This award goes to a person who's committed to the community, is selfless, and has the initiative and the integrity to forge ahead and make things happen with an enthusiasm and exuberance that inspire others. Nominated by Lisa Bongiorno, our honoree has worked for the Resource Center for almost 17 years, 10 as a residence manager. She's responsible for the oversight of 2 homes and ensures that the residents are given opportunities to develop daily living and self-care skills with the goal of enabling them to live independently in the community someday. Her ability to keep staff motivated and focused on providing opportunities to achieve independence and integration into the community is amazing. She doesn't wait and watch for things to happen, she makes things happen. Our honoree doesn't merely meet standards for care and advocacy, she sets the example for others to follow. Please welcome this year's Bruce Walford Community Service Award recipient. She's known as the heart of TRC's home on Fairmount Avenue, Rhonda Scott.
I wanted to give this speech. I worked pretty hard on it. Thanks. I'd like to thank the Resource Center and the TRC Foundation for hosting the award ceremony each year. Being given acknowledgement for the dedication and work that we do is both exciting and humbling. I am honored to have been selected the recipient of the 2016 Wally Award, as it's called. I would like to thank Lisa Bongiorno for nominating me for this award and for always believing in me. I want to thank my family, who has dealt with my crazy schedule and remained supportive over all the years. And I just want to take a second and thank a few people who have helped me in some way be where I am today. April Rozier, who was my assistant manager when I started with the agency back in 2000, was a huge inspiration to me, and she's seen the potential that I had. I want to thank Lori Corradis, who believed in me 10 years ago when she hired me into the position that I'm currently in at Fairmount today. And I want to thank Julie Bogan, who was my direct supervisor for many years, for encouraging me to strive for what I want and not be afraid to make things happen. And lastly, I really want to thank my 2 assistant managers, as I do manage 2 houses, Marcos Antonio Figueroa and Barney Davis. Without either of them, I don't know where I would be today. And thank you again.
Our next award is for Outstanding Achievement, and it's given to a person with a disability who has made significant progress in achieving his or her goals. This year's award recipient also was nominated by Lisa Bongiorno, who is our honoree's life coach. Tonight's award recipient is a 24-year-old, friendly, caring, sincere, and funny man who's been receiving service coordination support from the Resource Center since he was 17. He also recently started participating in TRC's Supported Employment Job Training Program. His journey with integration into the community began in December 2013 when he took his first big step and moved out of his family's home and into an apartment. He lived there for about a year, but he experienced difficulty making friends or finding work. He made the hard decision to leave familiar territory and relocate to the Jamestown area. But since then, our honoree has thrived, making new friends and establishing himself as a responsible adult, and he has never looked back. He maintains his own apartment, pays his bills, takes care of his cat, who's named Grubby, and followed through with voluntary services and opportunities to better himself. Since moving out on his own, he's faced many challenges and adjustments. He's taken risks, experienced many things for the first time, made some mistakes and had some setbacks, but he's never given up. He is truly an inspiration, a success story, and an example for others to follow. He's now living his dream and values the independence he once thought he'd never have. Please congratulate this year's recipient of our Outstanding Achievement Award, Mr. Tyler Shaw.
First of all, your overall reaction to tonight and why?
I'm very honored and blessed to be here and be nominated and won, actually.
And tell us, Steve had mentioned a little bit about your story. How rewarding is it for you now to sort of be out on your own and experiencing these things for yourself?
Kind of like a dream came true. And learning lesson learned after, I know after mistakes happen, it's rethink and regroup and move forward and not make the same mistake over again.
Anything else you'd like to add that I may have missed?
Yeah, I just want to say I want to thank everyone that supported me, either my family, my connections, everybody that's on my support team, everybody that's good connection with me itself, and I want to thank the Lord itself too.
All right, well, Tyler, congratulations.
Okay, our 10th and final award of the evening is for our New York State Industries for the Disabled Outstanding Performer. Each year, NYSID recognizes exceptional job performance by people employed on NYSID work contracts throughout New York State. Since October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month, we like to take time at this event to publicly recognize our honoree from NYSID's Outstanding Performer Program. Presenting tonight's award will be Kevin Anderson, TRC's Assistant Director of Employment and Community-Based Services. Tonight's award recipient started his career with the Resource Center's Environmental Services team in 2004, cleaning the Resource Center's Michael J. Raymond Center in Jamestown. When one of TRC's largest janitorial accounts needed to add to the scope of work TRC was performing, our honoree was offered the opportunity to take on the workload. He accepted the challenge, and he excelled. He started to become more self-assured, and he offered opinions on how to help streamline his job. Later, he was offered and accepted a position at the Interstate 86 rest area in Bemis Point. There, he helps maintain an area that is used by about 115,000 visitors a year. While his duties are primarily inside, he does not hesitate to help outside, especially in the winter. Outside of work, he enjoys listening, playing, and writing music. For those of you who've seen the documentary film titled Recovered Jamestown, you'll be interested to learn that our honoree composed the music for that film. He's an avid photographer whose work has been exhibited locally, and as a relief from his other interests, he enjoys watching movies, especially spaghetti westerns. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2016 NYSED Award recipient, Mr. Greg Slagle.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, what would you like to say your overall reaction to tonight and why?
It's an honor. It feels great.
And tell us a little bit about the work that you do and what motivates you to go to work every day.
I enjoy it. It's challenging every day. You never know what you're going to expect, but yeah.
Kevin, as you present the award, would you like to say something?
Just congratulations on behalf of all of us, and as far as NYSED as well. And actually, Greg will be receiving another plaque and a financial award from NYSED as well, and we'll be doing that on Monday. So congratulations, Greg.
Okay, that concludes the awards portion of our program. We do want to thank also our sponsors, our major sponsor for tonight, again, Premier Consulting Associates, Brown & Brown Insurance, and New York State Industries for the Disabled. Next up, we lost a very dear friend and champion for the Resource Center and TRC Foundation, all of our associated corporations, in Mike Felice a couple of weeks ago. And I'd like to introduce Greg Peterson to come up and say some words. Greg has been associated with the Resource Center for about 40 years, served on the board, all around great volunteer. He's, as you know, Greg is involved in a lot of stuff in the community. He's very busy, and the fact that he's able to devote so much of his time to supporting our agencies and the work we do on behalf of people with disabilities is wonderful. So, Greg.
Really, throughout the more than 40 years of experience that I've had with the Resource Center, there has been one person who has been in lockstep for those many, many years, having joined the board in 1979, and that's Mike Felice. There is so much that Mike has done for the benefit of the Resource Center.
At this point, Greg Peterson asked Jennifer Felice, the daughter of Mike and Laura Felice, to come to the front of the room, and he addressed some of his comments to her directly.
This is an incredible individual, Jennifer, and the love of the lives of Laura and Mike Felice, and very much the reason for being involved at the Resource Center. Mike's career goes back to 1979 when he joined the board of directors, and there aren't too many of us still around who remember those days. They were heady days, but days of which required a great deal of direction. And you must know you can be so proud of your dad, because he was a leader. He was a leader on so many fronts, and he was the inspiration behind many of the corporations which were created, many of the outreaches, from literally the real estate that was created, the homes. It was Mike Felice with a few others who really took the charge. Mike was chair of virtually every corporation. And when we had commenced the Carl Kappa Golf Tournament, which in fact was the source of the funding, which created the TRC Foundation, of which you can be justly proud, really was a core group of people. Carl at the foremost, but right there was Mike Felice. He was also a member of the TRC Foundation, the Legacy Circle of Donors, and was involved in the opening and contributed financially and otherwise to the home in Frewsburg. Jennifer, your mom and dad, you may remember this, received the Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011, and that is a terrific, terrific honor, which was for both your mom and your dad. And it was that background that I'm here to announce that the Mazzini building, which is a building owned by the Resource Center, will hereafter be known as the Felice Corporate Center. So I'm thrilled that that will in fact be the case.
The naming of the Mazzani building at 6th and Fairmount in Jamestown as the Felice Corporate Center brings to a conclusion our presentation of this year's Disability Awareness Awards. Thank you for sharing the vision today.